We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington football team. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Here's a handoff to start the drive. It starts. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Ham. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Ham. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ham, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Love. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Love now. Touchdown, Packers.
Love's pass.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Operating from the gun, Ham. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
And 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Ham. And that will be incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Third and 2. Love with it. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Love from the gun. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's... out of bounds.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Packer first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Love now on second down. He sets up the screen to Jones. Love 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
At the 14-yard line.
Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
The kick is
and
good.
It's up and good.
Makes the score Packers 14, Washington 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To throw on 2nd down. Ham. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ham. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. He's going to field this at the 4. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 18-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front, but if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Love, they go play action now. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Off the play fake, Love looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Pushing through the contact. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
this is intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Following the interception, Love. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Looking deep for Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Ham. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Third and long for Love. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
18-yard line.
Off play action. Ham. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Three butt. Mike 42. Get the ball. Mike 42, check.
Operating from the gun. Ham. Got a man, it's Mims. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Let's bring it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Ham. That's complete right around the 8. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
On 4th down, Ham. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The wide receiver, the
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
2nd down.
This is Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up 2nd down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty here?
Possibly.
Either that, or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
Eluding, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
That's the end.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. From the gun, Love. That is caught inside the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on first down. Ham escaping the pressure right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, Ham. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Able to connect with Mims. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
15 yards and leads to third down.
Off the play fake. Ham. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. 21 yards there on third down. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 31. Operating from the gun. Ham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Throwing again. Ham. Flush to his right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to the air on second down. Ham. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
You just locked me. 44, 44, Mike, 44. You ain't doing nothing today.
On third down, Ham toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Love's 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 31 yards there to first down. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. Now let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. The chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
on second down. It's Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. On third down, Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down forthcoming. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Packers, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Washington, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk